I met my husband at 16 after being in a series of toxic relationships. I was a party girl and he was a local minister. Despite my lifestyle, he treated me like a queen and constantly showed me my worth. Shortly after, I gave my life to Christ. We got engaged and married at the age of 18 and 20. We've built so much together, establishing everything from the ground up with little support. 3 years into our marriage, we welcomed our first set of twins. 2 years later, we welcome our second set. Now we are full-time creators who display how amazing young marriage and family can be when you let God write your love story.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing about the Jackson of Atlanta family. Now, if you don't know who they are, now the Jackson of Atlanta family are like a TikTok social media family. The husband and wife, they have six boys that are all under the age of 5. And now they are getting a divorce. So they've been together for 8 years and they have 6 children. Anyway, I don't really know so much about them. I just came across a post and I'm like, 6 boys and they're getting divorced. Anyway, let's check out this comprehensive story on them and then I'll come back with my thoughts.
So there is a social media family. They have 6 kids and 6 boys, to be precise, and they look like they're all under the age of 6. Wow. So she just literally had a baby back at the end of November. So this is the mom, this is all 6 boys, and this is the dad. Wow. This is the dad who did not go through pregnancy at all. He didn't grow any babies at all. I was alerted to this family because someone tagged me in Mahogany, that is the wife's name. She made a post on Instagram, and this is the post that I was tagged in. Okay, so this is Mahogany, and this is her Instagram post. She says, after 8 years of marriage, I'm getting a divorce. Since the onset of November 2023, which is when she had that last child, my husband has been involved in an affair with a fellow participant from his comedic endeavors. Notice she did not say he's having an affair with a woman. This is not an isolated instance, but rather a recurrent pattern of behavior. Despite the gravity of this situation, it was the final incident that compelled me to take this decisive action. Over the span of our decade-long journey together, I have been subjected to various forms of disheartening behavior, and throughout this ordeal, I maintain my silence and remain steadfast in my loyalty to my husband, all in an attempt to shield his public image from the taint of such scandal. In spite of my husband's failings, my affection for him remained unshakable. I conceived a family with him, nurturing the hope that he would evolve into the man his persuasive words suggested, but his actions contradicted. As profoundly painful as this experience is, I am confident that better days lie ahead for me. I have devoted these past years to upholding my commitment to my husband, expressing my love for him, and fostering our family. Regardless of any slanderous accusations he may seek to level against me, my devotion to my husband throughout our marital journey has been unequivocal and unwavering. When the time is right, I will share more about my personal journey. To our amazing audience who has accompanied Justin and I over the years, we will endeavor to share our co-parenting journey with you across all our shared platforms and channels. I am deeply grateful for your prayers and the consistent support that you have extended to my family and I as I turn the page on this chapter, and I'm stepping into a new era of freedom and liberation with heartfelt gratitude, Mahogany. That was a lot of words, but something that sticks out to me, because like I said, I don't know these people. This isn't the first time. Yeah. That's what she says in here. But she kept popping out kids one after another. Actually, there's twins in there. Maybe 2 sets of twins in there. So if he is stepping out on you, why are you continuing to have babies? I don't know, but that's what she did. So apparently they're also a Christian family. Like you see, they have a Bible verse here. But I want to hear from Justin. Justin put out his own statement. Let's see what it is. He says, as the new year unfolds, it's brought with it a time for deep reflection and important life decisions. I've embarked on a journey of self-discovery, asking myself fundamental questions about who I am and what I truly desire from life. Looking back on the past decade, I realized how much of my energy was devoted to building businesses, churches, social media presence, and brands. Yet, in this pursuit, I've inadvertently neglected to nurture my own inner growth. After 8 years of marriage, I've reached the difficult conclusion that it's time for me to move on and seek a divorce. This decision was not arrived at lightly. It was a product of extensive self-examination, prayer, and seeking wise counsel. I understand that letting go of the image of my marriage is daunting, but after much contemplation, I've recognized that my love has waned, and it's essential for me to pursue a path that aligns with my heart. I'm incredibly proud of the accomplishments of the last 8 years, most notably being a father to my amazing and handsome sons, Justin Jr., Marcel, Mateo, Milo, Miles, and Maverick. They are the true beacons of my life's work. I am not without flaws, nor have I ever claimed to be. I own my mistakes, including an emotional affair with a colleague. It's important to emphasize that my choice to get a divorce is rooted in my earnest desire for a fresh start and to focus on my personal healing journey and future endeavors. I extend my deepest gratitude to all our supporters. Your unwavering support has been the cornerstone of the Jacksons of Atlanta's success. The legacy we built together will continue to thrive. Your support throughout the years has been invaluable, and for that, I am truly grateful. I am eternally grateful. This statement was such a mess. This is terrible. He's talking about inner growth and finding something that aligns with himself and all of that.
There was no apology.
After putting 6 babies in her, he had an emotional affair right when she was about to pop out a baby. So no telling when it was actually started up. And he says with a colleague, he's being kind of, murky around there. He's being obscure. So there's some effery going on. Talking about he's building churches and a business and businesses, churches, social media presence, and brands, and a bunch of dangling kids that who's going to be mostly responsible for, I don't know. But like I said, he didn't have the babies. She did. And I'm sure she did with the thought that she was going to be with him forever, I guess. But this is another cautionary tale of why you don't have so many dangling kids in this day and age. And why do these people keep having these affairs? These affairs keep coming out. This age of Aquarius has highlighted that. A lot of things are coming to light, and these divorces keep popping. So this person said, you cheated on her, but you need a healing journey. Exactly. So weird. This person says, nah, my blood is boiling. When did you realize this path wasn't aligned with your heart? After baby 3 and 4 or 5 and 6? I'm over you inwards. This person says, looking like he the one that gave birth, can't stand him, knew he was flawed. Because remember, he's not the one that gave birth to a baby. He did not build any babies. This person says, I saw this coming a long time ago. The skits was feeling too real to me. Like I said, I don't watch them. I don't know anything about these people. But I just wanted to point that out, that they do these skits on their social media, and folks were, I guess, given a side eye. This person towards the bottom, male, says, those skits were a thinly veiled excuse to be sexual with that young lady. He ain't had nobody fooled. This person says, sad, at no point in his statement did he actually apologize to his wife. Why people want people to apologize knowing that they're wrong? It would just be an empty apology. It wouldn't mean anything. It wouldn't mean anything at all because the damage has been done. No, I'm sorry, it's going to fix it. This person said, who would give you counsel to leave a woman with 6 kids? This is embarrassing, and you gotta be the sorriest N-word this side of the planet. May you get everything that comes with divorce tenfold. Now, Kayla says, but serious question, and she's saying this on Mahogany's page. She says, but serious question, why get a divorce? Why not just be poly, keep your husband and your household together? It's in a man's nature. Y'all can discuss an arrangement that works best for your dynamic, but to give everything away you've been building for the past 10 years because there's another woman, which is in a man's nature, to me, is unfair to you. It's unfair to her to just give it away. And somebody was like, well, I'll be damned. And somebody else says, girl, shut the F up. And then Cindy says, oh, please, being that desperate for a man, for a cheater. And then Kayla says, I mean, she been doing it. She just didn't know. Now just put some structure to it.
Okay, that's the end. Okay, so like I said, I really don't know a lot about this couple, but I checked like I think I saw two of the skits that they are talking about, and I did not quite understand it. I don't know if one of the female that was there is one of the people that he had the emotional affair with. What I can say is that this guy is weird. I think they started dating. Yeah, they started dating when she was 18 and he was 20 something years. So for me, she has spent the last 8 to 10 years with him, and she went from being a child to a child with mother, and now she's now grown up with 6 kids. Now, this whole thing, when I first saw it, what came to my mind is reproduction abuse. Now, previously, I had not heard about reproduction abuse until this whole Kiki Palmer and Darius Jackson case. And I saw a video where somebody talked about reproductive abuse, where the guy would make sure that the female is like pregnant within 1 year of meeting the person, so that it kind of has a hold on the person, and also like can keep on saying, oh, let's get pregnant, let's have more children, so that it kind of subdues the female. And for her to have been almost giving birth back to back, yes, she had 2 sets of twins, but was practically like almost back to back, and all the kids are like under age 6. Now 6 boys, not 6 girls, 6 boys. You know how it is to raise 6 boys. I don't know how it is, but just 1 boy, 2 boys, people are already like crying. 6 boys, like 6 boys. How is she supposed to take care of those boys? Because definitely from the statement both of them put out, I know the whole situation, the whole divorce situation is going to be a mess. And for me, there were some things in the both of them statement that just gave me like the side eye. Both of them are more like they are focusing on, okay, where we're going to get our money from our social media platform, because she's like, the co-parenting stuff, they are still going to share it on their shared platform and everything. And I checked their page on TikTok, and I saw that they're still uploading videos like they're together, and I'm like, okay, this is 2 days ago. I thought you guys said you're divorcing about a week ago, and what's going on? And like, so reading these statements, I kind of understand now why the videos are up on their channel, because I saw one particular video which looked like an ad video. So it's a video that they made for a brand, and even though they are on the path to divorcing, they still have to upload it because the brand has paid for it. And I was like, wow. So reading her statement and seeing that, we're still going to share our lives on our shared platform, I was like, okay, I understand why they did that. Any which way, the guy's statement, I just felt like it was weird. He didn't take ownership of anything apart from the emotional affair that he said he had with a colleague. It was just like, it's time for me to be free or something. I think the whole marriage and maybe the church thing kind of kept him from doing whatever he wanted to do, and now that everything is exposed, he can do what he likes. I don't think that guy is going to want to drop money for child support or spousal support. It's going to be a mess. The whole thing is definitely going to be a mess. Anyway, let's check out what people had to say about the whole situation.
So are y'all familiar with that family channel on here and Instagram, the Jacksons? Listen, They are getting a divorce. They're breaking up. And they both put out statements on the same day, but the statements are polar opposite to each other, okay? So the wife put out a statement, which I'm putting here so you can pause to read, but summary, they are getting divorced because that nigga been cheating. He been fucking on one of the people he do his little acting skits with, and he been cheating. His statement, to sum it up, you can read it here, is that he fell out of love. It's a daunting task to be getting divorced, but he's tired of putting up with the image, and he fell out of love, and he's ready to start a new chapter in his life. Bitch, it took you 6 kids to realize you was falling out of love with me? 6? They got 6 kids. They just had a baby. And I want you to go look at him. And listen, I don't judge. You know how I roll over here. Okay? Mother. My bad, but that's all I know.
Man, you couldn't leave me with one. I'm telling you that right now. Like, look, I gotta go on this. After 8 years of marriage and having 6 boys under the age of 6, the Jackson family of Atlanta is getting a divorce. Divorce where? Leaving where? Who getting the kids? All these boys. Like, they are all boys. Boys. Divorce where? I don't even know where to begin. Like, seriously. Oh, man. That's a lot of kids. And now y'all want to get divorced? Why? Why? I gotta get more details because this is hurting me. I ain't even in that position. Oh, God. After 8 years of marriage and having 6 boys under the age of 6, the Jackson family of Atlanta is getting a divorce. Divorce where?
Fellas, this video is not for you. If you're a man, just keep on scrolling. Come here, ladies. Bring it in close. This is why I always tell women, only have the amount of kids that you can take care of by yourself. And I know that may sound, now I'm married, so you ain't gotta listen. I'm not married, so you ain't gotta listen to shit I say. But we all know this is not an opinion, this is a fact. When couples break up, majority of the time the kids are with the women. So I don't care if you're married. If you only want 2 kids and your husband want 4, only have 2 kids. Because if y'all get a divorce, your husband, God forbid, pass away, or you find out he's cheating on you, whatever the case may be, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be stuck with the kids. Only have the amount of kids that you can take care of by yourself. I don't give a fuck what your husband wants. But then again, I'm not married, so you don't have to listen to me.
We're going to be talking about this family today because this is actually insane. And this might sound mean, but hear me out. I would be so pissed having 6 kids. Just for a man to go cheat on me and then dip while you're staying at home raising the kids. Back-to-back pregnancies, going through hell. I don't think people understand what reproductive abuse is. It's a way that men will literally trap a woman into having so many kids. She'll be busy with the kids. I can do whatever I want. And that's what happened to her. She was stuck home with kids while he's out there playing around. I would be livid, like, irritating to have the kids. And how are you a man, a father, that's gonna cheat on your own wife and raise 6 boys into being men? That woman went through hell. While people are gonna be like, kids are a blessing, I agree. But 6 of them, yeah, that's a headache too. But yeah, reproductive abuse is the thing. And usually men will put women through hell when it comes to pregnancies, having children, just to F around. Not saying this is 100% them or this happens to so many people that have a lot of kids, no. But, I mean, it's pretty common. Split the kids. Don't let him live in peace. Because that's exactly what he's going to do. Once he leaves her with 6 kids, he's going to be living in peace and freedom while she's tied down. I don't feel like cheating is the only issue here. The other issue is just you put her through so much just to betray her. And now you know you're going to be leaving her with 6 kids for her to be the sole main caretaker. 6 kids under 5, by the way. You're definitely taking half. And how those kids may feel. Now she has to deal with that too. Such a shame.
if y'all not gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. Because why this man done gave this lady 6 kids and cheated on her, and now he realized he need a divorce. Now this lady about to be stuck with 6 kids. I mean, I used to say she should have just stopped having kids every year, but look.
Now, as you guys know, I was born and raised in Miami to Haitian immigrant parents. We all have our ideologies. Let's address one right now. Now, this is a steal from the actual video. When he gets you pregnant every year so you don't have to deal with a period. Okay, then. Now, that's 5 kids. 4 plus 1 is 5. But we also got to count one that's in her stomach that has already been born. That is 6. 6 boys. And I already told y'all, my mama said, from Gentimun, Gasoba Gentimun. After the first child, we going under contract for every single child after that. We're going to have to reevaluate our relationship. Y'all need to stop coming on here with that lotto track and my man. Thank you to my man, because that shit going to embarrass your ass. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, after the first child, we going to sit down and we going to communicate what we going to do. Because you're not going to get me pregnant back-to-back 6 times under 6. 6 under 6? 6 under 6? Without a contract? Oh, hell no. Now, going back to the saying, from Gentimun, Yasola Gentimun, that means women have children, men don't have children. That's a metaphor. So you decide how you going to take that. Because what I'm about to show y'all should understand why I'm saying what I'm saying.
After 8 years of marriage and having 6 boys under the age of 6, the Jackson family of Atlanta is getting a divorce. Divorce where?
Like the young lady said, divorce where? Now, mind you, I'm not with the mindset of staying together for the kids. But 6 kids under 6, staying together for the kids is what we gonna do at that point. Excuse me? 6 kids under 6? Oh, shit. After baby number 1, we gonna be talking about baby number 2. If baby number 2 happens, what's gonna go down if we separate? How this going down? Now, mind you, I've never heard of these people. I just seen this content online and I was like, what? And I went on to Justin's page. The husband, he said, after 8 years of marriage, I've reached a difficult conclusion that it's time for me to move on and seek a divorce. It's time to move on after 6 kids? 6 kids. I am without flaw, nor have I ever claimed to be. I own my mistakes, including an emotional affair with a colleague. An emotional affair. Emotional affair? It's important to emphasize that my choice to get a divorce is rooted in my earnest desire for a fresh start and to focus on my personal healing journey and future endeavors. So you want a fresh start after 6 kids. There's no fresh start. There's no fresh start. Yo, as a single woman who's 42 years old without no kids, I ain't taking a man with no 6 kids. I don't know about y'all, but me? Nah. He better have a lot of money. A lot. Not no YouTube money. A lot of money. 6 kids? His earnest desire for a fresh start. There's no fresh start after 6 kids. Now here's her statement. After 8 years of marriage, I am getting a divorce. Since onset of November 2023, my husband has been involved in an affair with a fellow participant from his comedic endeavors. This is not an isolated incident, but rather a recurring pattern of behavior. She further on goes to say that, it was his last cheating that made her, file for divorce. Let me tell y'all something. Hell no. At that point, I believe in staying together for the kids.
After 8 years of marriage and having 6 boys under the age of 6, the Jackson family of Atlanta.
Listen, now I'm speaking on this as a married woman, right?
However, I grew up in a home with a single mother, and I had my grandmother who was there. There are 3 of us, right? So from this perspective, this woman has 6 children with her husband, and they've been married 8 years. Let me go ahead and tell y'all, marriage does not mean security. Marriage does not mean he is going to stay. Marriage does not mean that he is always going to provide for those children. So with that knowledge, because we see people leave every day, we see separations, divorces at a high rate, please deal with the amount of children, or have the amount of children that you can take care of, right? Now, again, this is not me being funny. This is not me being facetious. This is me being truthful. I watched my mother bust her butt day in and day out until she took her last breath at 47 years old. That is the toll and the stress that having children that you are providing for alone can take. My mother worked 2 jobs most of my life, and she was a damn good mother. Listen, there was not a thing that we ever did that my mother missed. However, it was stressful for her, and it was a lot to manage because every one of us was active. We were in things, we were in organizations and clubs and traveling and all over. But she made it a count to be there for everything. But because I watched that growing up, I'm also not blind to the fact that things don't last forever, and there's a possibility that could, not saying it, I'm not speaking into an existence, but what I'm saying is there's always a possibility that even me being married could end up alone, right? With that being the case, ladies, please, I beg you, just because your husband wants a starting lineup of children, do not put yourself through that if you do not have the village to be able to support those children if he leaves or passes away. Okay? Hear that again, because situations change every day. Like, a very close friend of mine, her father passed away when we were in college. They had 7 children. She was the oldest of 7. She ended up having to go home from school to be able to help her mom with her 6 other siblings. Life is short. You don't know what will happen from day to day. So do not be out here trying to, oh, my husband wants 8 kids, so I'm going to give him 8. No, ma'am. Can you financially support 8 by yourself? Because the reality is, you will likely be doing it by yourself. In most states, statistically, women are granted custody of the children, whether it's joint or sole custody in most situations. So, are you prepared to man that by yourself? I have 1 son, and my son is already active, and he only 5 months. So, I know, all right, might not want to do but 1 more. I know that. I'm cognizant of that because I am a flight attendant. So, with the knowledge of my career, okay, if I'm out flying, I need to be able to hire a nanny. God forbid something happens to my husband and we are not together anymore. He is not on this earth anymore. I need to be able to hire a nanny. Nannies are not cheap. But also, the more kids you have, the harder it's going to be to find childcare and the more expensive. Can you manage that? Like, ladies, this is not a dig. It's not, wishing ill intent on anyone's relationship or marriage, but it is a reality. And that is the world that we live in now. What is your backup plan?
Okay, so like I said, this whole situation is going to be very, very messy, and I quite agree with that. Ladies should give birth to the amount of children that they can afford to take care of if they are on their own, because how is she supposed to take care of 6 boys on her own? And I don't know if she has any other thing that she's doing apart from the social media stuff, because the social media money, the money that came from social media platform was because they were a family of 8, so the 6 boys and the 2 of them. Now that they are going to be separated, I don't know if it's going to bring that amount of money. And the fact is, they might not want her to use the children on our platform. He might not want her to feature the children on our platform, and she might not want him to feature the children on his own platform. Just like how Jamie and Nikki have been at it on how to feature their children on each other's platform or whatever. So that money that was coming because of the children and the whole family dynamic might not be there any longer. So how are they going to cope? Anyway, the whole situation is a mess, especially for the 6 boys. I keep saying 6 boys because I know that 6 children on a norm is a lot to take care of. 6 boys with healthy appetite and healthy characters, it still is it's a lot. I cannot even deal with it. I don't know how she's going to do it, because I know that kind of person, that man, might not be too hands-on. There's a huge possibility that it will not be too hands-on with the whole parental upbringing and the rest. So she's practically on her own. I hope she has a family support that can help her, because 6 boys is a lot, and I'll still be mentioning it. 6 boys is a lot. Anyway, I hope she's able to navigate this whole issue without having any problem, and I really wish her all the best, because 6 boys, oh. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the whole situation. Do you think the man is sus for all what he has done? Do you think he was grooming her? Do you think he actually practiced reproductive abuse on her? Do you think she's going to be able to get ahead with all that is going to come towards her? Because, like I said, it looks like the whole divorce and custody case and everything is going to be a mess. Do you think she'll be able to fight the whole thing? Do you think she'll be able to persevere? I would love to hear your thoughts about the whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.